About to do my daily morning load. This is Inkbird. I got a temperature sensor on the pipe. I have it set to 165, which means the boiler temperature is right at 180. It's on the outside of the pipe, so it doesn't read perfect, but I know 165, then the boiler's nice and happy out there. Then I have a high temp and a low temp alarm. It'll tell me it needs more wood if it's at 153. And it'll tell me something might be wrong, a damper's stuck open, if it's at 170. So what I usually like to do is see it on a downward trend, 165 headed down. I see it's 159 now. That just means the boiler's not in a heating cycle. There's not a lot of heat and smoke, and it keeps the fan being exposed to flame through the bypass door. It's about 0 degrees today, but I still got a nice 12-hour burn. It's a HeatMaster G4000. So actually I have it set for 174 to 184. It's at 175.7, so it'll kick on another 1.7 degrees. So every day I give it a good cleaning of the turbulators. I got my wood ready to go from the last load. Got a decent coal bed. What I always look for is coals and then some charred logs. I don't like just coals. So this is pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll pull stuff right over the nozzle and make a little mound right over the nozzle. I'm not worried about it clogging because coals are very porous, so it'll get plenty of air. And then I have a little technique here. I fill a small wheelbarrow. This rebuilds the coal bed. Really small pieces. This is medium pieces. Yeah, this is pretty small too, but this then on this side is the bigger pieces, or the pieces that are a little bit more moist. And it's really cold out, so I might add a few more. I did remove the flap here, and you can see I get a little bit of smoke coming here, but the flap is really annoying. Just get rid of it. This is all hard red oak, 15 to 20% moisture. I'm lucky I have a lot of hardwood on the property. And since it's so cold, I'm going to throw it. And then you can partially close the damper. That keeps the fan on, but goes through the nozzle. And you can just hear it gassing already. It's starting to glow down there. Actually, you can see it gassing up there too. But so again, I'll put the small ones in the front. That rebuilds the cold one. And then over here, I have some slightly bigger ones that are also higher moisture content, and I just throw those on the top of the pile, which allows it to bake, bakes out all that moisture, and then actually leaves a really nice cold bed. And I'm a little low on wood. This is end of January. I'll probably make it till mid-February, but then I switch over to the boiler, oil burner. I only like to use the G4000 when it's under 30 degrees out. I wish I had a little more wood, but that's okay. So it just kicked on. It's got a nice cold bed, so oxygen will just go right to basically 0.1. Yeah. And I think some people might freak out when they see 0.1. I just wait it out. So bottom air is coming up. Of course, it's the same fan from pulling from both dampers. So as the bottom air goes up, even though the top air is not going down, the amount of air going to the top chamber does go down, because the air is going to take the path of least resistance. So it's going to come through the bottom air. So it's almost as if the top air is going down as the bottom air is coming up. But I have a beautiful cold bed. That'll just jump right to 100. Usually I start to see oxygen coming up a little bit, but it's not. Let me see. Let's see what top air does. All right, here's a couple minutes later. So this is what we like to see. We like to see oxygen just below set point. It's set at 4. Top air is going down, so it's not fueling a fire in the firebox. Obviously, it's still near 100%. So there's a lot of air still going there. Bottom air is at 100. Oxygen is pretty low. So top air will still go down. Stop making wood gas. And when I see this, all I think it's super happy and it'll burn really efficiently. And I can just stand here just for a minute or so and you'll see the water temperature, 110 gallons, go up pretty quick. It's already starting to trickle up to 173.9. And it is super cold, so usually it condenses maybe 10 inches above the woods, the chimney, but it's condensing almost immediately. But
It's definitely clear coming out. It looks dark because there's a lot of moisture in there, but then, you know, it's already dissipated by the time it gets over the shed. So this is all steam. This isn't smoke, doesn't smell like smoke. Let's see what we're doing here. 2.5, it's starting to go up. 96.4 is gonna keep dropping. 96.3. Yeah, already seeing 174. Yeah, crazy hot. So that's all ready to go for the next load. Makes it quick and easy.